Wow, so today's podcast sort of had a little bit of a life of its own. I'm not sure if today's podcast was meant to go in the direction that it did, but it just sort of took off and I followed its lead. So, this may have been a podcast for you, or it may have actually been a podcast that was meant to speak to me, but I know somebody out there is going to get value out of it, and I hope it's you. Now remember, one thing I want to share real quick before we jump into this podcast, don't forget, if you have a dream of having a podcast that reaches your tribe, that reaches the right people, your ideal customers, and makes a huge impact on their life, make sure to go over to onepodcastaway.com/grow. That's the word one, O-N-E, podcastaway.com/grow, because you will find a free video that you can then watch that shares the exact strategy and the tactics that we use to grow our previous podcast to over 150,000 listeners each month. That's a lot of people that we were impacting, and if you start following the same strategy, I know you'll have the same success and you'll impact a lot of lives as well, just like you want to. So go to onepodcastaway.com/grow. Now, let's go on and jump into this episode because, like I said, it sort of got some legs and took off in a direction, sort of like when I'm out walking my dog and it sees a squirrel. It went after that squirrel and I couldn't get it back for a while, but it's really valuable and I think you're going to enjoy it. Let's check out the episode. I spent the last few years building a successful online business while learning from some of the most brilliant marketing minds and coaches on the planet. And now, I've walked away from that business to start over again from scratch. Why? Because, like you, I felt the calling of contribution and the all-consuming need to create a business giving me the freedom to put fatherhood and family first, while fulfilling my calling to share my expertise in order to serve and impact others in a positive way. Join me now as we walk the path together to create the life and business of our dreams. I'm Evans Putman. Welcome to the journey of the profitable, purposeful entrepreneur. What is up, profitable, purposeful entrepreneurs? Hoping you're having an awesome day today. Listen, today I want to talk about something important. I want to talk about selling the dream. Selling the dream. But here's a caveat. If you're going to sell the dream, then you better be buying the dream. So I want you to think about that for a minute. If you're going to sell the dream to your customers, to your clients, to your prospects, then you better be buying the dream. Does that make sense? Well, let's dive into this a little bit more so we can make sure that we're all on the same page. Now, when it comes to selling your services, your products, your business, whatever it is you're selling, we are told that the way to be most effective is to not focus on selling the features, not focus on selling the benefits. Heck, in some ways, focusing on selling the results may not even get you the the success that you want. So, the way to trump all of this is to sell the dream. Sell the dream, but you better believe that dream yourself. Because if you don't believe that dream 100%, if that dream is not 100% authentic, the dream of where your business is going, the dream of where you are taking your customers, your clients, your prospects, if you are not seeing that dream and feeling it 100%, then they're not going to either. They're going to see right through that. They're not going to buy from you. They're going to realize that your dream is inauthentic, that what you are selling is something that you don't believe in. So, what are you going to do to make sure your dream is authentic? Well, for some of us, it can be tough. right? It can be tough finding, going to those depths that we have to go to really pull our authentic self out. It can be uncomfortable. It can mean that sometimes we have to lean into our fears, to step right into our fear, to walk right through it, knowing that we're going to get burned, knowing that we're going to get hurt. But still, we go through it anyway. And when you start doing this, when you start forcing yourself to step out of the comfort zone, to move forward, to face your fears, to pull that true, authentic self out, the one that's been hiding for all these years, the one that is in there that wants to come out, but it's been following the path of what it should do, what you should do in life, instead of what you truly want to do. So you need to take a deep look at yourself. Don't judge yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. Just take a long look and go deep and find your true, authentic self. Pull that dream out, that thing that you want to impact the world with, the theme, your purpose, your mission. And today I had an amazing conversation with another entrepreneur who was telling me he had a very successful business. He was doing something that he was really good at and doing really well, providing for his family, helping serve people at a high level, doing all the things that we think we should do. But guess what? That wasn't his dream. And he wasn't buying into it. And eventually, by not buying into it, he realized that he was going to burn out, that he was going to crash, that things were not going to go good, and that he was not going to be fulfilled. Not rewarded, but fulfilled. So what he did instead was he took a different path. He listened to his true self. He went deep. He thought about something that had been on his mind for a long time, something that lit him up, that made him excited, that he could feel every time he decided he wanted to go down that route. And guess what? He is now building his dream. And when he talks about it to you, when he talks about this new mission, this new business, you feel it. He doesn't even have to sell the dream, because being in his presence while he discusses it sells it to you. It is that authentic. He is buying the dream so that you will buy it too. And here's one more thing I want to bring up about this. It's hard. It takes some self-discovery, but take the time to do it. Take the time every day to just sit down, get clear on what you want to do for that day. What is your intention for that day? Clear your mind. If you feel that you're going down the wrong path, don't give up immediately, but really sit with it and think, is this my dream? Am I pursuing the right purpose? It may be an amazing purpose that you're even pursuing, but it may not be your true calling. And there are going to be times when things get rough and when things come up and they want to push you back off of that new path that you're trying to go down. It may get uncomfortable. There may be obstacles. It may feel like the world is against you, but you know you're going the right way. There are still small breadcrumbs along the path that are showing you the universe is saying, yes, this is the right direction. Keep going. But it's hard. And here's how you're going to overcome all of that. This one simple thing. Knowing your why. So I want you today, as soon as we get off of this, to really get focused on your why. Because when you know your why, your dream will reveal itself to you. You will not be scared to walk through the fire to get to the other side. You will not be scared to get uncomfortable, to face your fears, because your why will be there for you. It'll be your strength when you have no strength. It'll be your drive when you're exhausted. It will be your courage when you feel like you have none left. So when you know your why, you're going to be able to push through anything. It's going to get you closer to your dream as your dream reveals itself. And once you feel that dream, and once you have that dream and that passion and that purpose, then your tribe will come to you. They will believe in your dream. They will buy your dream because you yourself are buying your dream. That's all I have for you today, Profitable, Purposeful Entrepreneurs. I hope this makes some sense to you. I hope you could feel it. I want you to know that I'm here for you. If you ever have any questions, just shoot me a message. Find me on social media. Evans Putman HQ is my business page. Just look me up. Shoot me a friend request, Evans Putman, on Facebook, Instagram at Evans Putman. Please, if you find this valuable, share it with your friends, your family, whoever needs it. Help them out. Maybe they just need a nudge to go towards their dream. Maybe they just need a little bit of a push in the right direction to start fulfilling their purpose. So help them out a little bit. Share this with them if you find it inspiring. I appreciate you, and I will talk to each of you soon. What's up, everybody? I'm really excited. You all have been asking me about this, and finally, it's here. Finally, it's here. What am I talking about? Well, I just put up the free case study showing how we grew our podcast over to 150,000 monthly downloads. And we did it in only 8 months without Facebook ads, without hiring an expensive agency, without having a big team. And I'm sharing the exact 3-step strategy that you can use in this case study. The same strategy. You can put it to use now to grow your listeners fast for your podcast. So go to onepodcastaway.com. That's the word, O-N-E, onepodcastaway.com right now to get this extra special case study video. Believe me, you don't want to miss this. Here's the thing about it that's different than most case studies. Instead of just giving you the what, the strategy, I actually give you the how, the tactics. I'm over-delivering because I want you to start seeing the same results that we got with our podcast. So go there now, onepodcastaway.com, get the free case study. You'll reach your ideal audience. You'll learn how to reach your ideal target your ideal customers. And you're going to learn how to grow your podcast fast so you can start getting traffic to your offers, pre-sold traffic, and turn that into dollars. Everybody have a great one. onepodcastaway.com. I'll talk to you soon.